Hi, my name's Liviu Monsted. I'm the writer-director of Razor for Deadhouse, Tales of Sydney Morgue. This is Larry Writer, the writer of Razor, the book.
Thank you.
That helped me significantly get this play to exist.
I'm very glad.
So, yeah, it's a great read. You captured the kind of the feeling of the era really well.
Thank you.
And also the kind of the never-ending, never-ceasing kind of violence and ongoing one event after the other. And that was great from a theatrical standpoint because it was like finding the beats that would make an interesting theatrical experience. Where do I go next? Whether it's the Battle of Blood Alley or whether it's the Maroubra scenario with Tilly Blyne and everything. How did you find the kind of immersive aspect, seeing what you've written about and researched so much about?
It was quite startling. Absolutely startling. There was so much heart, and seeing the people personifying the characters just made it really real. I loved Nellie and I loved Kate. And Tilly was great. The cops, it was really good. I like Big Jim too. He's a good character, really good character. He spent his final days as a bouncer when he was in his 70s in Melbourne.
Kind of found the perfect role for himself in the end, didn't he?
He's a tough boy, but what was really interesting for me was to see the actress playing Peg Fisher, who was Lillian's offsider. There were only two police women, Lillian and Peg.
Yeah.
And I actually met the real Peg at the end of her life when I was doing the research and interviewed her, and she gave me that great story about being accosted by Tilly in Palmer Street, and Kate getting off the tram and sitting on Tilly. That was one victory she had. I think Tilly did all right as well.
Yeah,
but it's a great story. It's a wonderful Sydney story, and to see so many people here interested in it, and to see the different incarnations of the story. I think Tilly and Kate would love to see what's happened to them in this
legacy,
time.
for sure.
And Stephen Carl's walks through Razorhurst. Everybody is interested in this part of Sydney life. That wasn't pleasant, but we try not to romanticise it. But it's important that people understand that it happened.
Yeah. One of the things that, like, when I was given the task of writing the script, was working out what would be a kind of unique way into this world, because it has been a story that's been discussed a lot, especially in the forms of Kate and Tilly. And the answer that I kind of came across was in Lillian Armfield, and the fact that she was the first female police officer, and she was kind of going in her own arc of kind of, I suppose in a sense, re-evaluating what a woman's role in society could be at the time. Kate and Tilly had done that in their own ways, and she was kind of now doing the same thing in her own part. So I thought, what did you kind of think about Lillian?
I thought it was really wise. I thought to have her as the planet, and having Tilly and Kate and Nellie, the stars circling around. Lillian, looking at it through Lillian's eyes, brought it all together. She was a constant, and she was there, and she interacted with all of those people.
Yeah, I think it's like fascinating that like you have so many really strong women at the time, kind of doing that all together in their own different ways. Just like the way they kind of managed to make that stamp on that era for sure. And the fact that they did interact. I mean, I think the last scene where Kate and Lillian kind of meet up was fascinating to direct and talk to the actors about, because it was really like, how much respect do you reckon Kate had for Lillian, in a sense? Or was she so in her own mindset about good versus bad cops?
She was a good old stick in some ways. She admired what Lillian was doing. So did Tilly too, I think.
Well, that's the thing. You're just not sure about Tilly. That's the problem. She's a loose cannon about the thing.
Which is great, because you have Tilly and Kate playing off each other. One is grounded, and the other one's just wild. That worked really well. But I think what you've done in having Lillian Armfield as a central character was a real masterstroke.
Yeah, thank you. I just thought she was such an interesting. And it's interesting that you bring up Peg Fisher as well, because a lot of the audience, Kyla Ward is the guide, and she's been the guide of Deadhouse since the inception of the show. She's always the guide in every show we do. But I always try and find a kind of a way to make a guide that works contextually within the show. When I found out about Peg and everything, I think you're one of the only few people who have picked up that, oh, that's Peg. That's actually... We had a policewoman actually come see the show and they knew all about the history of policewomen and everything. And they tipped their cap to Kylo as they walked out and everything. I said, good on you.
Oh, that's great.
Which was like, yes, right. That's really good. Do you have any questions about kind of how we did it? Or
not questions, just observations. I think the casting was terrific.
Yeah.
I think the venue was wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. But the actors personified the characters really well. No one jarred. Everybody was believable.
Right.
And that's hard to do when you've got the same actor playing different characters. That suspension of disbelief that they pulled off was absolutely terrific. So all credit to them. And I feel great that you've done this to the story. Taken it another step forward.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think the actors are great, and like the fact that because it's an immersive show where we're really close to the actors and everything. I always say to them, there's a weird mix that you have to do of theatre performance, but also that film performance where you go right down, internalise these moments, quieter moments when William's talking to Wickham behind the wall.
That was terrific. I mean, that was a real centerpiece. It just tied everything together, and I think your concept of these issues continuing on after everybody has passed the use by date.
Yeah.
When we look at where we are today, we're still got gangs.
So,
still got gangs, and 40s, 50s, 60s, we had Nate Safin, Lenny McPherson, all those characters were the offspring really to me, and Kate and Frankie Green, and Leo Coletti, all those people. I shouldn't speak of them fondly, but I really like them.
They are fascinating. They're great characters, I'm sure.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for that.